let me show you some of my favorite tools in Plasticity that I use all the time, and they're really fantastic. So the first one's going to be match face, and this one is actually quite tricky. So let's say that I have a cylinder here and I wanted to match a face of this cube to this cylinder. What I can do is I can press 3 for faces, select the face, move it, and then click on the face I want to match to, and it's going to jump. Now, this will not work if the shape that you're trying to match is going to be larger than the shape you want to match to. So if this shape is larger, it will fail, okay? So if it fails, that's one of the reasons. Another reason why this could fail is when you are when you're completing some operation and you're trying to match a face at the same time. If this happens, what you want to do is move a face and complete the operation, move it again, and then match. It's going to work. Another thing you can do, you can match an edge in the same way. So what I can do is patch this with Alt W, which is my custom shortcut for patch. I can grab this edge here, move it, and match it with the face. So then you can improve it, grab a face, press E, and extrude it. Another tool I use quite a lot is surface bridging, which is an interesting tool. This one, bridge surface, you can find it under F menu when you type bridge surface. So bridge surface is really interesting when you are running some complicated booleans and you run them through bevels. So let's say, or some kind of random, really difficult shapes. So let me just grab this cylinder here and move it through, and I'm gonna combine these two with a bevel. If I want to run a bevel on this edge, you see it's gonna be uneven. Now they introduced an interesting feature here on the bevel called chordal, and it's going to fix the bevel for you, but occasionally you'll find a bevel that's gonna be simply failing on the chordal feature. So when a regular bevel fails or chordal fails, what you may want to try is you want to try this bridge surface tool. You simply click here, drag it, and you click, and you got a beautiful bevel. Next really awesome tool is going to be cutting tool. So you probably know that you can cut stuff with curves in Plasticity by simply running a curve and pressing C, left and right to cut a shape, and X to delete it, right? But did you know that you can also cut multiple shapes at the same time? So if I'm gonna have, for example, 2 cubes in here, right? So I have a cube over there and cube in here, and I wanted to cut these 2 cubes at the same time with one curve. I can do it by pressing C, left, and then click on this select target bodies again, shift click the other one you want to cut, and approve. Okay. Another thing you should know with this tool, which is really useful and it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run, is to know how to draw it. So watch this. If I draw it from left to right and then press C, left, right, I'm going to be cutting the top part of the mesh. I can press X and delete it with one click. So I can delete the curve and the cut, I don't want the piece I don't want with one click. But if I'm going to draw it from the right to left, it's going to be cutting the bottom part, right? So depending on which part you want to get rid of, just draw from the respective side. So if you want to cut the top part, draw from the left. If you want to cut the bottom part, draw from the right. It's going to save you the additional click of going to 4, selecting the cut, removing, pressing 2, selecting the the curve, and removing the curve. Do you know what I mean? That's like few clicks saved, right? Another tool I use quite a lot is a V alignment for the gizmo. So let's say I wanted to rotate this face, right? But I didn't want to rotate it, by on a default axis, which is y-axis here. I wanted to rotate it on this edge here, right? So I can select the face, then press R for rotation, and you see the gizmo is going to be in the middle. Then I'll press V and align the gizmo where I want it, and then press Z and hold Control, and for example align my shape to like 15 degrees precisely, right? So I use this quite a lot. Another thing you can use it for is going to be aligning shapes to one another. So if I have a cube here and I wanted to align them by these 2 edges, so these 2 edges, right? If I click on the edge and press G, I can move the edge right, but I don't move the cube. So what I can do is I press 4, select the cube, press G, and then V to align myself to this edge, right, in the middle. And I can press G and Y and hold Control, and then X and hold Control. And I'm going to be perfectly aligned here, on these 2 edges. And lastly, I'm going to show you a really cool feature that allows you to select edge on overlapping shapes. So let's say I wanted to bevel, right, one of these edges here. And if I press 2, I can see which edge I'm selecting, but what if this cube, right, was of the same height as this one, right? Then when I press 2, I can't see which edge I'm selecting. I can't see because they're of the same height. So what you can do is press Shift, Control, and click on this edge. And now you can select whichever, cube you want to manipulate. So let's say I want to change I want to bevel, let's say, the left edge. So I click here, and then I can bevel my edge. All right, cool. Well, if you want to learn more tips and more stuff about plasticity, look into our course, the Ultimate Guide to Plasticity, which is just fantastic. It's going to teach you all the tools, all the menus, and how to create this awesome sci-fi ship, including the interior in plasticity. I'm going to also show you how to bring it to Blender, so all the Blender bridge settings, etc., and how to texture it and how to render it. So it's a whole process. So if you're interested, grab the course. It's on our website, blenderbros.com, and the link is in the video description. And in addition to this, we're gonna be dropping a new course, brand new course for plasticity, which is gonna be for functional mechanical design in plasticity, and I will show you how to design this awesome mech. And there's gonna be additional content for this course that you can buy separately, which is gonna be a rigging part. So I'm gonna show you how to rig it and how to animate it, which is a lot of fun, and you're going to be able to create this awesome animation. And the course is going to be dropping in January 2026, so just wait till it's out there, and I'm going to definitely announce it on my YouTube channel, so be on the lookout for that. Anyway, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.